nice laugh, are you?
Australian legends!
Hey!
Sir, can you knock?
What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, pitch meeting. Yes, I recently watched that. That'll be going up on the channel very soon, or it's probably up at my time, you're getting around to watching this, so go check out my reaction to it. And I didn't hate it. I felt like there was a lot going on, like just a lot of characters, a lot of different stories all going on. For me, on my first watch ever, it got a little bit complex, but everything was saved by the fact that we had Jack the pirate monkey multiple times in that being as evil as he could possibly be, and I was down with that. My very brief thoughts are, Elizabeth annoyed me, Jack was entertaining, but the scenes where there was a whole bunch of him felt egregious. Barbossa was low-key, probably one of the better characters of the entire series. And I got a lot of questions about how Ghost Will impregnated Elizabeth Turner at the end. Made a baby. Because of the after credit. But let's jump into the reaction. Let's see what Ryan George has got to say about this one. This is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End pitch meeting.
So, you have a new Pirates movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So you know how the last one just kinda ended with nothing being resolved? Yeah, that's right. Jack Sparrow died and Barbossa returned from the dead, and then we just kinda cut to black. We sure did, sir, and by doing that, we pretty much ensured that people would come see this one. Because we kinda violated the concept of what constitutes a movie. That's right, I remember. So what happens in this one? Oh, we're gonna start this one off real strong. Amazing.
Wait, what's the criticism there? That it ended on like too much of a cliffhanger? Is that what I'm getting from there? Because it seemed pretty standard cliffhanger-y to me.
Hanging a child? Oh my god, what? Yeah, start this one off real strong. Amazing. By hanging a child. Oh my god, what? Yeah, see that bad guy Beckett? He's just hanging a bunch of pirates and they're gonna start singing a song, which for some reason is gonna call on the 9 pirate lords to convene. Oh, there are pirate lords? Yeah, it turns out pirates have an intricate political system with lords and kings, and both Jack and Barbossa are pirate lords. How'd they become pirate lords? Unclear, but so they need to go get Jack from
That's a good point. I don't know if they're going to explain that in the future movies, but yeah, how does the whole Brethren Collective or whatever the hell they're called, how did that shit come together?
Davy Jones's locker so he can convene with the other pirate lords. How do they plan on getting there? Well, they go get these navigational charts from this other pirate lord in Singapore. Okay. So they follow these charts and they suddenly go over this massive waterfall that shows up out of nowhere, and that leads them to Davy Jones's locker. The massive waterfall wasn't mentioned on the map? No, because this way it's a fun surprise for the movie. Oh, nice of the cartographers to consider the audience. So then we're gonna meet up with Jack and Davy Jones's locker, which is a very strange place.
I gotta say, I thought it was a bit more mystic than that, but because didn't they have to get lost first?
Oh, it is? Yeah, he's got like a bunch of other Jack Sparrows in there with him, and he has a ship, and there are a bunch of rocks that are actually crabs. So is this like a spiritual place or a physical place? Yes. Didn't the Kraken swallow him at the end of the last movie? What happened there? Did the Kraken poop him out? Unclear, but speaking of the Kraken, it's gonna...
That is very unclear. And yeah, is it a physical or spiritual place? What the hell? That was never really explained, was it?
Die. Oh man, it's gonna be cool to see the Kraken get killed. That thing was intense. Yeah, definitely. Gonna happen off screen though. Oh. Yeah, kinda just happened in between movies. We're gonna see its dead body on the beach though. Okay. So anyway, the gang all heads into Davy Jones's locker to get Jack, and then they need to figure out how to get back to the land of the living. So this is a physical place then, because people can physically go between there and the real world. Yeah, except no, not really. Oh, I'm very confused. So then they manage to get back to the world of the living by flipping their ship at sunset, which is how this works for some reason. Wow, so death really isn't permanent in these movies, huh? It's all very vague, sir, which allows us to bring main characters back from the dead, but also not do that for minor characters. Their own fault for being minor characters, I guess.
That is true. Yeah, I thought the crew went along with, hey, let's flip the ship upside down very fucking suddenly and quickly and without much resistance. It was kind of weird.
But also not do that for minor characters. Their own fault for being minor characters, I guess. They should have known better for sure. So then they're gonna go to the Brethren Court on Shipwreck Cove and meet with all the pirate lords. And what's gonna happen there? Oh, just a massive scene talking about the pirate code and pirate politics. Oh, yeah, the pirates have very strict and intricate rules and everybody has to obey them. If there's one thing people know about pirates, it's that they're all about rules. Yeah, there's actually gonna be a ton of talking in this movie.
The pirate code. They've been crapping on about that this entire series. Which, yeah, good point. Really doesn't make any sense. I feel like the first person who would break a pirate code would definitely be a pirate.
Scene's gonna last about 10 minutes of people explaining who they're backstabbing and why. Oh, did you need to pad the runtime a bit or something? Nope, the movie's gonna be 3 hours long. Oh my god. Oh, also I thought we could have Keith Richards cameo as Jack's father since Johnny Depp based the character on him. Oh, that's very exciting. What are we gonna have Keith do? Oh, you're gonna like this a lot. He's also gonna talk about politics. Extremely fun. Oh, it also turns out that dog that keeps popping up, that's his dog. Wasn't that dog left on the cannibal island at the end of the last movie? Yeah, maybe this dog is magic. I don't know. We're just gonna kind of go all in on the magic stuff because maybe that's what people liked about the first movie, hopefully. Jeez, I hope that's what they liked about it. Fingers.
Yeah, you know what? He is pointing out a lot of gaping plot holes between the second movie and the third movie. I just kind of went with it because, you know, it's a Disney movie, whatever. I just kind of... I always assume that I missed something, but not Ryan George, you are absolutely killing this.
Crossed. So then we're also going to find out that Tia Dalma lady from the last movie, she's actually this goddess named Calypso. Oh. And there's this whole thing between...
Why does Xiao Chang, whatever his name is, why does he say that Keira Knightley is Calypso before he dies? What is that all about? Because that confused the absolute shit out of me.
Between her and Davy Jones where they were in love, and she's the reason he cut his heart out. Pretty unhealthy relationship. For sure. And so since Calypso brought Barbossa back from the dead, he's gonna release her from her human form, which all the pirate lords put her in. And what does that do? Oh, well, she turns into a giant, and then a bunch of crabs, and then she makes a whirlpool thing. You know, those do sound like things that may as well happen. It's all nautical and magical, so it does feel right, yeah. Then there's gonna be this big ship battle against Davy Jones. Oh, are physics gonna be a thing? Not at all. Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing that.
Are physics gonna be a thing? Yeah, nah, not a great deal of physics in that last battle, where they're just swirling around a goddamn sinkhole.
Jones. Oh, are physics gonna be a thing? Not at all. Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing that thing where if Jack Sparrow cuts a rope, that turns him into Spider-Man. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And then we're gonna have this really wacky scene where Will and Elizabeth, they make Barbossa marry them in the middle of a big fight. Weren't they in a weird place after she kissed Jack in the last movie? What led to them getting over their differences? Well, the movie's almost over, sir. Oh, okay, yeah, gotta wrap that up for sure then.
Yeah, they had a very, very, very brief conversation about that, and I thought there was gonna be way more tension between the two of them, but it was just kind of like silent, brooding attention. It wasn't like a tension. It was more like silent, brooding tension. It wasn't really like them arguing about the details of it. So yeah, another really good point of where fuck whatever happened in the last movie, let's just, like, you know, get what we need to get in this one.
So then eventually Davy Jones is gonna stab Will Turner in the heart. Very rude. But there's this thing where if you stab Davy Jones's heart, you become immortal, but you also have to captain the Flying Dutchman ship. So this is another one of the death loopholes. Yeah, we got a ton of those. So then even though Jack wanted to be immortal himself, he makes Will stab the heart to save his life. Oh, a very considerate stabbing. So then the ship sinks, but then it pops back up with Will as the captain, and he has a fun bandana now, which I guess he found at the bottom of the sea. Oh, underwater bandanas are tight. So then they have to go up against Beckett's ship, and this thing has cannons on both sides. Oh man, it's gonna be tough to take that down.
Actually, it is gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience, because Beckett doesn't do a goddamn thing. Why did that happen? Was that him giving up? Was it him choking under pressure? What the hell happened there?
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, both the Flying Dutchman and the Black Pearl attack from opposite sides, so this thing just gets ruined. But you said it had a bunch of cannons on both sides. Yeah, but it didn't use them at all. Why not? Well, because Beckett was busy having one of the coolest looking death scenes ever put to film. Oh, he was? Yeah, he's just gonna slowly and gracefully walk around the ship as every bit of it explodes right behind him after every step and all around him. It's gonna look incredible. The cannonballs just keep hitting everything but him, and the ship being actively destroyed doesn't affect his balance at all. Yeah, well, physics and probabilities aren't a thing in this movie. Also, it's gonna look incredible. Well, okay, great. And so then all the other ships from the East India Trading Company, they're like, all right, bye then. Why don't they attack? Do they not have as many ships as the pirates? Oh, yeah, no, they have like hundreds more ships than them. So then why do they leave? Well, the movie's pretty much done, so we're gonna do that thing where when the
Do they not have as many ships as the pirates? No, they outnumber them, like 200. That was ridiculous. In my reaction, I'm like, guys, I think you can still probably win this battle. You could probably be heroes.
The main ship is destroyed, all the other bad guys just aren't a threat anymore. Oh, okay, gotcha. So then Will's gonna impregnate Elizabeth. Oh my god. But then because of his new curse, he has to leave, and he's only allowed to come back on land once every 10 years. And there's no way around that? Nope. Very sad. Well, I mean, we did show Davy Jones standing in a bucket of water on land earlier, so I guess he could do that if he wanted to. But Will's not gonna do that. No, he's not gonna do that.
What? Oh my god, he is standing in a bucket of water. There you go, Will. That's your out. You can live a full life in a bucket.
Well, okay then. And so that's about it. What do you think? Well, I mean, it sounds like a nice end to the trilogy, you know? Really close the chapter on these Pirates movies. Right? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna need you to end this one by setting up a sequel. Will do, sir.
Yes. Hey,
everybody.
We did end. Look at this young, spry young man there. Yeah, fair call. A lot of gaping plot holes from that movie. It was still a fun movie despite all of those, you know, flaws that we just learned about, but that I just learned about in this video here. And it comes down to like the presentation and like the costumes and the acting and the music and the action and stuff like that. So I still think it was a good movie despite the fact that it really took a big giant shit on everything that happened at the end of the last movie, which I feel kind of surprised by that. Did this, because I feel like the Marvel movies, when they were, you know, really hitting their stride, did a great job of like having continuity between like movies kind of thing. I wonder why this one didn't. Had that kind of vibe not really started to like permeate throughout other franchises yet? The cliffhanger at the end did nothing for me. I would say this is probably my least favorite of the three. But again, I still think it was a fun movie to watch. But number one was definitely my favorite. I think that was the one where Jack in particular was, you know, really at his peak, sort of comedically and everything like that. So this certainly hasn't inspired me to want to go and see the next two Pirates of the Caribbean movies, or go and see to track them down and react to them, but I will be doing it at some point down the track. So if you do want to see reactions to more Pirates of the Caribbean content, this is where you can get it. Make sure you go to patreon.com/FWCI if you want to support the channel a little bit further, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts were on everything you saw in the video today. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, see you in the next video. Peace.